What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So AMC did not have the best day, and people said they wanted me to continue to do these updates, so I will do them, even though they don't get as many views. If you want to share them, feel free to share them so we can get some more views on this thing, because AMC is just not looking great today, right? It didn't look great for literally the whole week, so I'm glad that this week is over, and good that we have the weekend. It's not like crypto and that, they, short it over the weekend and do whatever the hell they want to do there. You never know what the hell they're doing, but I'm glad it's sort of over. We still have the after hours market, but let's just say it's over. Today was not great, right? And we'll get into all the detail here. We'll go into the shorted shares. We'll go into the short interest. We're going into the position and how it does look today, and also understanding what I'm holding and where I'm actually standing at when it comes to AMC. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, I want to throw a shout out to all the Patreon members. If you guys want to become a Patreon member, feel free to hit that link down below. Check it out at least. We have a couple of public videos that introduce you to what I'm actually talking about there. And we have a bunch of videos under each level. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to subscribe to my Patreon, be a part of the team, and you'll get your name on this list as well. But let's talk about AMC. We're going to start with the chart exchange data because I think this is probably the most important. It tells us something that other things does not tell us, right? Right now, if you look at this information, and I know this is on the information that they only have reported, but on the information that they have reported, it says 68% for today. That's obviously not really the case. It's typically around 50%, which is still insanely high. It's shorting anything 50% of the volume just shows that you're really trying to punch a hole into this position. So shorting this thing, 18 million shares out of the 30 million reported shares is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous, right? And I don't really enjoy seeing 50%. I don't really enjoy seeing 68%. When I saw this, I got extremely excited. Like, look, they're really trying to pressure this thing. And I got into a conversation with the Discord, with people in the Discord saying, about what this is all about, what's happening here. And I'm going to agree that, we do have people that are selling positions. They're getting scared because of the market pulling back. People are hitting their cost bases. They're hitting their stop losses, right? They're like, I don't want to go back to negative because I was negative when we were down at $5. So they're hitting their stop losses. They were buying into it more, looking for this thing to blow. And now they're starting to hit a level. And this is what they do. This is what hedge funds tend to do. If it went straight up and straight back down, you wouldn't have as many people that bought into the position so that they would sell on the way down, right? So if they push this up and shorted it right away, it would have like no impact, because when you did see this hit some sort of a low and they started to make that move up a little bit, right? You started to see people buying, they let off the gas a little bit for the shorts. And then they decided to double down and triple down in these areas to scare people out of their positions and make money on the recent shorts that they're actually putting in place. So it makes sense on their end to try and make money, but I don't like the fact that people are allowed to short this much in one single day. Short one stock by this much. It's a little ridiculous, and there's a lot of things that we're not seeing. Now, remember, everything I say in here is not financial advice. So you can look at it and take it all with a grain of salt. You can look into it and do your own research into the things that I do say. Feel free to do that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always transparent. So if I am wrong, I will say, look, I'm wrong on this one. So go ahead and do that. But we are seeing a small percentage of people actually sell their positions because stop losses are being hit, right? I understand that the mindset is not to set stop losses, but does anybody want to be down? Like if you were down $10,000 and you suddenly were up $100,000 and you held on to everything you had, and now you're back down to a point to where you're down or getting close to being down $1,000 or $100 or something, back to break even. It's gonna hurt the soul. You were up $100,000 and now you're down to basically zero of a gain. Okay? It hurts. It really does hurt. I'll tell you that. I've been there, and I'm there right now with the ZOM and SOS. If I get back up to break even, how am I going to feel? Am I going to say, oh, you know what, I'll get out of the position? Or am I going to let it ride for what I believe the position to do, right? this is where it's tricky. This is where it's very tricky. And I definitely say if you are worried about that type of thing, then you shouldn't be investing with that much money. You need to find a way to invest with money that you're willing to lose so that when you do lose it, you're like, I'll shrug it off and go on to the next position because you live to fight another day. This is what you learn in day trading. And if you want to check that day trading book out, all of my day trading videos, I have that in the Patreon link below. So you definitely want to check that out as well. But again, it's huge to just understand what's going on with short interest. Now let's look quickly into the short interest. I don't know why I lost my train of thought. We're looking at 18.64 short interest of free float. We saw a negative change in the short interest change. What we're looking at here is all the borrowed shares that they have borrowed in the past. They're starting to short those positions. They're starting to actually use those borrowed shares, but we're not seeing an impact on this. So it's looking negative. It's looking like they're covering everything because they're returning 1.5 million, borrowing 186,000. They understand what we see. They're looking at the same things that we're looking at just to basically see if they can skew the numbers so that what we report to you seems to be like, oh, this is over and all of this other stuff. It's not. In my opinion, it's not. I'm in the play. I'm staying in the play. I'm not making moves. When I make my moves, I make my moves when there is profit. And right now, as we're getting lower and lower, I'm not having profit. And I'm right there with anybody that has been losing money. Now, if you lost money from the top, I definitely feel for you. I don't know what that feels like right now, but I have been there in the past. And right now I'm just getting to the point to where it's turning negative. And if it drops down to $10, that's where you decide to double down. I definitely see that at a level, for me at least. I don't say that you should do that. That's where I decide to double down. That's where I decide to put more money into it because it shows a lot of opportunity, right? With all the shorts that are going into it. But let's actually take a quick second to look at this. I know it's already 7 minutes. Let's take a quick second to look at this data here. I know I have the charts up here twice. Let me actually show you the 10,000 foot view and then also show you more of the 100-foot view. You can see here that it did decrease below my cost basis. My cost basis is at $26.45. You can see that there's a lot of things red in my portfolio. I got SOS calls. I got Disney calls that's actually creeping up to a level to where it's starting to get comfortable again after seeing everything decrease. I have so many different positions that really don't sit well with me all the time. And I feel for you guys that are in the same position for AMC, but it did open up today at $29, decreased heavily right from the start, down to $26.89 or so. Did increase a little bit. You saw some fluctuation downhill, but it did create lower highs and lower lows all the way down to an even $26, to where you understand my cost basis is $26.45. So I was negative today as we did go into it. And I'm also negative a bunch because I have call options for $145. As you can see on the screen, I have 2 of them for December the 17th, which is next week. So I expected something really big at the end of this year. Didn't really play out that way, but that's basically a loss of another like $600 or so. It's definitely a big hit. But we're seeing this increase and bounce off of the 15 or 200 EMA and bouncing off of it twice, bouncing off of it a third time, and then breaking through it. And you do see a little bit of positivity as you do close. And I'm actually up on the day 700 and, well, I'm not up on the day, but I'm up in my total P&L for AMC. I'm way up in my total P&L, but from what I hold, it's $784, and I'm actually up in my total P&L. Now, if we look at this as a whole here, we can see that it's starting to get down to that, creep down to that level of $25, maybe seeing another bounce before it does retest the 15 moving average and break through that. We're looking for it to come up here and get back to these areas to where we saw consolidation, around 35 all the way up to 45. We saw a decent amount of consolidation. We wanted to break those levels and then break one of these levels up here at 52 before starting to really see that uptrend. I think we will see that eventually. It's just they want to weed out kind of all the weak people. And no offense to anybody that did sell. If you feel like you needed to get out of the position and you've been holding it for too long and it just turned negative for you and you just don't want to do it anymore, it's okay. I'm not going to be that person that tells you, "Oh, you're paper handed for selling. Oh, you're not an ape if you sell." If you weren't, if you aren't cut out for, holding on to a position for that long that could be negative, it's okay. I truly agree with you. I've been there multiple times to where my account has been, decreasing a heavy amount. And I'm like, I don't want to lose this money. I want to hold on to this money. Investing is hard. It's very difficult. I decided to sell. That's just what happens. You get into those situations, but then you start to get stronger and stronger as time goes on. So definitely learn from this situation, whatever you can learn from it. Maybe invest only what you want or are willing to lose. Because then you can let it go to zero. And if it doesn't go to zero, you can let this make its move and run. You have years to make these moves. Like, it's not going to be something that you look at many things and they are delisted, right? You're going to look at a ton of positions that you buy into, and it's actually going to have potential to run quite a bit. You might see it in 5 years, you might see it in 10 years, but you're going to hold that position for a long period of time. So anyways, that's my video, guys. That's my AMC update for you guys. I think that we're still in a decent spot. I understand that we have been decreasing this week, but just wait until it all catches up with them. Really, 50%, 60% in one day that they're shorting. It's crazy. So guys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of my links down below. Check out my other channels that are across YouTube. Please do that because I have a golfing channel. I have an MP Shorts channel. I have all that stuff that I like to throw into the mix. I like to do like a mixed bag worth of things. And I'm really taking like fitness and golf to my next level, I guess. So if you want to check that all out, we will be uploading videos maybe 1 to 2 times a week, depending how the edits go. But again, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you to all the Patreon members for supporting me. I appreciate it, but I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.